But we all have a choice. The choice is you can let the outside noise affect you or drive you. What's it going to be?
But he is going to be met hard and met fast by number 31 of that defense, Daryl Green, a name that I have said again and again tonight. Daryl Green making a huge tackle.
Welcome to the 24/7 podcast. You're at 9 here with Daryl Green. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we will be going into the future of the Golden State Warriors. I think there's a lot of things that we have to look at. First, they have three guys in line for a payday: Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. Out of those three, Draymond Green is looking like the least likely to get paid. After this season, he has a player option, which he's likely going to opt into, but I don't think they're going to sign him into extension. Here's a few reasons why. Before this season, a lot of people were writing off Draymond. They were saying he's washed. He's not the same defender. He can't shoot the three anymore. He's not serviceable on offense at all. Now they won a championship. So it's like, how can you knock a guy who won a championship? But I really think going into this season, we're going to see some of those same things. Teams now they see they can attack Draymond, especially on the defensive end. You want to double guys like Steph. You want to try to get a double out on Clay. But Draymond is a guy who doesn't bring a lot to the table offensively. I mean, in the playoffs, Memphis, Boston, he was missing layups, missing open threes, not even attempting open threes. And you have to be able to space the floor. He just wasn't really being a good offensive talent in the playoffs. And he never was a great offensive talent, but now it's like you're really getting exposed on the offensive end. Jordan Poole, a guy who's in line to get a rookie max extension. And by all accounts, this is a guy who should get a rookie max extension. He's performing well. The fan base loves him. It's just everything lines up into that. And to him getting a big, big payday, everything lines up into that. And for Draymond, now you're wondering, are they really going to move on without me? Are they really going to move on and break up this trio that has won so many titles? But I think you have to pay Andrew Wiggins. We've seen the role that he played in the playoffs. He rebounded. He defended guys like Luka. He defended very, very well. We can say that he was an elite two-way player in the playoffs. He averaged north of 15 points, playing elite defense, a great two-way player, and key against the Boston Celtics. He was just key in that series, key throughout the entire playoffs, and a big reason on why they won, because we have to look at it. Clay wasn't himself. He came back. He didn't get a full season to play. He wasn't himself. He didn't look like the defender. He didn't even look like the shooter that we usually see for Clay. He was missing a lot of shots, missing a lot of bunnies. But I think this season he shakes back. But you have to pay Andrew Wiggins. Now that leaves us with Draymond Green. He has to be the odd man out. I just don't see how paying him benefits you. Now, if you get to a great start, you're a contender going into this season, and you're a lock to win the championship, like you just know you're going to repeat, then that makes it tricky. But I have to look at the long term if I'm Golden State. I have to look at the long term. Draymond Green, he has about 3 or 4, if that. He has about 2 or 3 more great years being in the role that he plays. He's the glue. He's the glue to that team. Similar to what we seen when Udonis Haslem was playing with LeBron and D Wade. But Draymond Green is way more of an elite playmaker. I don't want to get that mistaken. But when we're talking about defender, crashing the boards, then that's when you see Udonis Haslem. Draymond Green brings an elite playmaker. We sometimes see him bring the ball up. He facilitates for Curry and Clay. He does that, and he does all of that well. But like I said, we have to look into the future of this. And going into the situation, he didn't even get suspended for the altercation between him and Jordan Poole. And now that leaves me with so much questions, because in the press conference, Steve Kerr said he broke our trust, but he's earned the benefit of the doubt. Where has he earned the benefit of the doubt? We remember flailing against LeBron, flailing against Steven Adams, kicking guys in the lower midsection. He's been doing this for years. This is nothing new. And one thing I'll always say, to be around a snake, if you hang around a snake can always bite you. because you're in that distance. So you're hanging around a guy like Draymond. We know his emotions run hot. We know what he does. We know he sometimes makes dirty plays. We've seen this. We've even seen this in the playoffs. He makes dirty plays. You think about it, if he's on your team, he wants to win. But like I said, if you're close enough to a snake, it can always bite you. Jordan Poole, they got into that altercation. They got into that situation. And Steve Kerr, if this has broken your trust, how strong is your trust? How strong is your trust? Because there's multiple occasions where it should have been broken. It should have been broken a long time ago. And the benefit of the doubt, where is the benefit of the doubt? Where is the benefit of the doubt? We're not acting like Draymond Green is an exceptional star player. The performance has to line up with the tolerance. Like we've seen, going over to the NFL, we look at AB. This was one of the best receivers of all time. Now, although he was doing some wild things, we have to look at Draymond. Draymond is not one of the best power forwards of all time. He's just not. He's not. He's a great player. He does great things in that system. But he's not a great player in the production is not matching the tolerance of things that he's doing. Jordan Poole, I know he doesn't feel great about this, but he's being professional about it. He's in line for that payday. He doesn't want to do anything to mess with his money, and that's understandable. But as far as the situation, letting the situation happen, I just really think that Jordan Poole was unaware of his surroundings. You look at a video and it seems like he doesn't know what's going on. Everybody understands but him what's really going on, where this is finna escalate to, and I don't know his background, but that may play a part into it. You could tell he seemed a little too calm in a situation like that. If a guy gets in my airspace like that and walks up on me and I see this, I see where this is escalating to, he just seemed like he was unaware of the situation, unaware. Maybe you're thinking, this is my teammate. It can't be, but it wasn't that. This is Draymond Green. He's different. Like I said, his emotions run hot. And you never know with this guy. Did things like this always happen in practices? Whether it be football, whether it be NBA, whether it be any sport. Things like this always happen in practices. But now that the video was leaked, and I don't know who in that building leaked that video or let it get out, but that also is very unprofessional. Going back, I said things happen like this all the time, but now that it's on video for everybody to see, that shifts things. That lets everybody get an opinion. Now people are making memes. Now people are making things out to be a whole lot different than what it was taken as in the locker room at practice by the team. So now it's just a bigger situation than it ever probably would have been if the video never got leaked. But it is what it is now, and I have to see what they do moving forward.